Hello, budget moms. This Squad School video is going to be on tracking your budget, check requests, and cash handling. So buckle up. This is going to be a bulk of what you handle. Um, and so hopefully you can use this as a resource to come back and forth to as you get your year up and running. You may not be using all of this right away, but I want you to have knowledge of it so that you know what to do when the time comes. So we are going to go ahead and start. Let me share this with you. We're going to start with um, budget tracking. So this is just a demo budget for you to see. Um, your budget is going to look very similar to this. And as you can see here, this is going to tell you, this line right here is going to tell you your income. This is your squad leader budget. In this column, your member experience kits, which I will be entering as people join throughout the year, money will come out of that. So that really isn't for you to use unless we get to the end of the year and there is a surplus there. Foodie Mom budget and supplies, Sparkle Mom supplies, Caring Mom supplies, and then Party Mom supplies. So these budgets all here are for each of these roles to use to do and fulfill their role. So you want to give them kind of jurisdiction over where that money goes and what they need to buy and purchase throughout the year. Squad leaders will be using their budget for speakers and any extras and things that they need to do. Your job is going to be to provide them monthly with a update of where they're at budget wise. So I'm going to let you know from my end, I get our monthly detail typically the first week or two of the following month. So, for instance, it's May just finished, June, we should be getting all of the updates for from May. So just know that you're going to be a little bit behind, but if you are good about tracking, like I'm going to show you, and keeping things up to date, you should always pretty much know where you're at. Okay, so up here where it says calendar year budget, this is the amount as a whole that you have to spend through for the entire year. This is what the budget you've been given for your entire group to run off of. And then this is what you've spent here, spent, collected to date, and then your amount remaining. And this amount plus income amount are what you will have to utilize. Um, One of the changes we made last year, and it worked really well this year, is that all of your income from registrations goes to your childcare, and that allows you to have a larger budget that you can actually use without seeing those childcare numbers. Um, so all your income, all of the money that you would get from registration goes to cover your childcare until you've met what the allotted budgeted amount that the Moms Nation Kids director has set. And then after that, you'll begin receiving income for your group. It happened for a few groups this year, but not for all groups. So just keep in mind that this really is kind of a valid number of where you'll need to keep your group at, whatever this calendar year budget is. Okay, so as let's just say your foodie mom comes in and she says, I have a receipt for GFS and it's for our kickoff event that we were going to do, that we're doing, and I needed to spend $87.02. So she would have filled in a reimbursement form and she would have a receipt attached to that, and then you would sign off on it. Okay. So then you will take enter it into your budget sheet and then check that you've sent it to KD, which is Kim Detmar. She's our director of finance at Faith Church. Check here, put an X here that you have sent it to Kim. And then I highly suggest taking a picture of it, having it for yourself and the receipts because things have gotten lost in the past, or you can utilize the copy machines at your location, make copies and stick them all in a binder for the year so that you have copies of those in case anything happens. Then then you're going to take it over here. And I said foodie mom, but it's actually the party mom. The party mom is going to then take out $87.02 from her budget. And you see those numbers reflected up here. Okay. This is how you're going to enter each one of these. This is like your group's checkbook. So then I'm going to come in on the following month, and I'm going to look in my detail from Kim, and I'm going to see that there's GFS, supplies for a kickoff event. And then I am going to click here and put a little X or an R saying that everything's been rectified. It's done. We can move on. We're clear. Like we're on the same page for our overall checkbook. The more things that you can enter in advance, the easier it is on me, and the more we can keep things going in the right direction and know what we have to spend or in advance. It just makes it really, really easy for you to know what is going on instead of waiting for me to enter it and being, a month behind. So I strongly encourage you before you turn in those reimbursement forms, go in and enter each one into here. Take a little screenshot of it. And make sure that they're signed before you put them in your transfer bin. Okay, any questions about this as the year goes on, please let me know. I do want to say too, I've seen some groups, they will do a separate line item for each thing. So I would prefer it be a separate line item for each person for the month, just like Kim prefers only one reimbursement sheet for the month from each person. So let's say Patty Johnson here. Oh no, let's say Kathy Jones. She bought wreath craft supplies, but she bought wreaths and they were $10. And she bought flowers and they were $5. And she bought ribbon and they were $5. Don't separate all of that out. Whatever Kathy Jones bought, put it under one, and then you can separate it out in like if the sparkle mom and the caring mom and the party mom are all separating those, or maybe the squad leader is taking a portion of that because that was your meeting for the day. Then separate it out over here, not over here where you have a long list for one person. Because when Kim gets it, she combines everything together, and then it's confusing when you go in here and look, and then you have to add all the amounts up and figure out which ones are covered under this reimbursement. So one person, one reimbursement form, and then one line item, and then you can distribute it across whatever role is taking those charges. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And then making sure that you check off this X, letting us know that you've sent in the reimbursement forms to Kim and she has them. Okay. Again, any questions as things go on, please don't ever hesitate to reach out, or if you need help or you get stuck, please, please, please just ask. I'm always happy to help. Okay, moving on. Let's talk next about check requests. Check requests. Check requests are going to be for speaker payments on behalf of the squad leader. Your squad leader in your squad leader meeting, mom squad meeting, is going to tell you, hey, we have so-and-so coming this next month, and she is going to speak, and her fee is this. Can you request a check from Kim? So what we would like you to do is send an email to Kim Detmar and with this name of your group, the speaker that you have coming, and then the amount that she needs to create the check for. She typically asks for those check requests like 2 weeks in advance, but she is very good about last minute if it is very last minute. So try not to do it too many times and fall out of her good graces, but she will usually help you out if you're in a pickle. Okay. So, just a reminder, do not fill out a reimbursement form for a speaker. We want you to email Kim, not fill out a reimbursement form. Reimbursement forms are going to go in one pile on her desk, and speaker emails are going to go in like an urgent file on her desk and get done in a different way. So your speaker may get no check if you fill out a reimbursement form, because she's going to do those at a different time. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you need a check for a special event, let's say you collected funds to go bowling, you contacted me, you got a form made, and you are going to go bowling, and you now need a check to pay the bowling alley, you're going to contact Kim in the same way. Email her, tell her what it's for, what your group, make sure you tell her which group you're from, and then she will have that check ready for you. Okay. All right. Moving on to cash collection and handling, which is a huge part and huge responsibility in your role. Okay. So the budget mom is the momization leader who should be managing all cash collection for your group, for special activities, for fundraisers, for service project, all of that. Excuse me, the light is going off. All happened. All of that is going to fall under you. Okay, so all of those things will fall under your role, um, and should be handled by you. And I want you to make sure that the ladies in your mom squad are held responsible, and that you are identifying those opportunities and those times when um, you're requiring to be in charge of payment, and educate the other moms in your mom squad on what your role is and how you are the person responsible for that. If you identify something that needs to be collecting cash or requires a form, please reach out to me right away. I will get that form or QR code or whatever you need created and help you to collect money in a much more safe way. So cash collected for registration, special events, activities, or service projects should be collected by the budget mom, counted with the squad leader present, and the revenues collected tab of the reimbursement income tracking form should be printed and then completed. And then once the form is completed, you're going to have the squad leader count the cash a second time just to verify the accuracy, and then sign off on it for approval. Then you'll submit those funds to me or to the office, and then I will submit them to the director of finance. So just know that like, don't ever feel like you can't tell your group. That's not something you can collect cash for. That all needs to go through me. And this is how we're going to do it, and just come up with a plan on how to do it. Under no circumstances should funds be collected through any personal cash app, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Apple, Google, Facebook, whatever. No funds collected through that. This is to protect you and your group and individuals in your group and Moms Nation from temptation, scrutiny, or anything that we could come up against. So please um, contact me for a form and I will get you a QR code so people can quickly and easily contribute or pay what they need to, okay? Um, After people have turned in money through that form and we've collected that, then you can send a check request to Kim and she will have that prepared for you. Or if she needs to call in a credit card somewhere, or if you want to pay for it and turn in a reimbursement, you can always do that too. Whatever works for you, just please don't use those means of Zelle and all of those other things. Okay. I think that covers all of our tracking, check requests, and cash handling. Again, I'll be in contact with you throughout the year. You'll see me updating your budgets and making sure that everybody's numbers are looking good. I may contact you and ask you about like what is this for or who does this belong to? But I'm here to work with you and for you and make sure that this is not a huge and heavy load for you. So I will see you in the next video.